Hi everyone. I haven't blogged in a while, so I thought I would do a video blog as well as a text blog. So this should be included with my latest blog entry with text. If you're looking at this at YouTube, you can see my full blog at billiehawkins.com or at sonic.org or at billiehawkins.wordpress.com or on Facebook. They go everywhere. So, okay, it's been a really long time since I've blogged, and no real reason for that other than the fact that it's just been hella busy, and haven't really combined what I wanted to say into a good amount of blogging material. And it's really warm out here, so if I drink a lot or whatever, deal with it. Okay, so, update on the situation with the drama. If you were following my blog, you know that there was some drama, and I changed the names and all that to protect the innocent, or the guilty, or whatever. Well, obviously it didn't work, because if you look at the comments, you can kind of see who I was talking about, because people commented on it. Anyway, he and I are, well, it seems like it's blown over. He and I are back to speaking. We, at least socially. I've agreed to most of the terms that he suggested. Basically, he came up to me one day and said, you know, we both said some things, and I just want to be over it, so can we get over it? And it wasn't an apology, and I didn't expect there to be one, but it was an olive branch. He was reaching out, and I appreciate that. So I accepted it, and you know, I'm really just, I want it out of my bucket, basically. So I'm moving forward with that. I do hope that he'll follow up on some of the questions that I asked him in regards to the situation. Maybe he'll give me some response to that, but as of yet that hasn't happened, and I don't know that it will. So that's just, I guess, where we're at. He and I see things a little bit differently as to what occurred, what was said, and what context things were meant in, and my approach to it versus his feelings on it. So, because of that, we just may never agree on what the situation was. On a lighter note, my friend Don Johnson, who works at Fluid, you might know him as Donnie or DJ or a bartender at Fluid, the tall, thin one. It's his birthday on Thursday, so we're going to celebrate for that. I set up some really fun music and videos and fun things to show off that night, so we'll see. Hopefully that will go over pretty well. Tony's going to be in town for it, so that's good. If you want, you can go to facebook.com. He has an event posted under his profile. I've also posted it under mine in my events for his birthday. It's 350 Cosmos. It'll be you know, specials and fun time. It's at Fluid on Thursday, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. My DJ career is resurfacing. I apparently went from nothing for 2 months to 3 gigs lined up. Kind of wanted to get out of the DJ business, but it just seems like every time I pull away from it, more opportunities come up, and I like it. It's fun. The thing I always have about it is I always feel like I'm rushing when I have to go to a gig, because I'm coming right from work, and I have to do setup and tear down and rent equipment if needed and all that kind of stuff, and it just seemed like such a cumbersome way of doing things. But once I'm there doing it, I really enjoy it, and people seem to like what I do. I'm not saying I'm the best, and I'm nowhere near any of the world-renowned DJs or even the, you know, Chicago-style DJs, but I deliver what people want, and I think that's the important thing. So I have set up a DJ website, djsonic.billiehawkins.com and djsonic.sonic.org. If you guys are interested in looking at that, it's just a real simple 1-2. But if you feel like referring me out, that'd be great. Or if you want to come see me at Bayshore Mall this Saturday at 8 o'clock, 8 to 10, I will be doing a set for the grand opening of Clay's new store, Lucy. It's a women's boutique. It's very cute, very posh. Should be fun. Come take a look. I think you'll like it. Let's see. My non-smoking challenge is faltering a bit. I found that I'm smoking more than I'd like, but usually only at the bars. And I think that's more habit. I see other people smoking. I have a couple drinks. I want a cigarette. It's just what it is. When I was in Denver or Chicago or Madison, I didn't even think about smoking. It wasn't something that I wanted to do or needed to do. It wasn't something that I felt like, oh my God, I have to have a cigarette. That being said, Fluid and the other bars here in Milwaukee, I'll be looking forward to when they go non-smoking, because I think that's my restriction, right? Or not my restriction, my enabler, as it were. So we'll see how that goes. I blogged about it before, about smokers' rights and the law and all that kind of stuff. And while I don't think it's necessary that the law restricts smoking in public, I do think that it's a good step forward. And I think that they should have worded it differently, in that, just like a drink or alcohol serving license, that if you get a license to have a smoking establishment, then, well, what happens? You generate revenue. You get to keep your smoking clientele if you so choose. And the city actually makes money because you have to buy a permit or a license or whatever. I think it's a good idea. But that's just me. If you haven't noticed, I revamped Sonic.org again. I changed the layout, made it a little bit cleaner, linked a lot of the different things to it. Go take a look, soniq.org. I've also added a Facebook application to Facebook, which is pretty fun. I like it. So you can take a look at that. It's if you're on Facebook, just type in Sonic.org app in the search, and it will come up. Or you can go to apps.facebook.com/soniq.org, and it'll come up. Okay, so talking about Facebook real quick. I know I only have like 3 minutes, but I get teased all the time about the amount of people I have on Facebook. I want to clarify. Everybody on my Facebook, I know. I either know them from the internet, that I talk to them all the time. I went to high school with them. I hang out at the bars with them, whatever. That being said, my OCD tells me that I need to trim down my list. And I've circumvented that by creating groups and basically weeding out the people that I don't interact with in my daily, weekly, monthly life. But I still feel like there's something more that I could be doing. Part of me wants to just remove all the people I never talk to. The other part of me says, well, what if I do need to talk to them? With Facebook and the security and your user settings and all that, once I remove somebody, I lose a plethora of information. Phone numbers, addresses, birthdays, things like that. And it's not that it's super important to have that information, but to me it's kind of like a backup address book. It's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a reference of sorts. And I want to keep that. So, I value your opinion on that topic. Please send me comments or whatever. Let me know, because I think that would be interesting for me to know what your opinions are on that. In about 29 hours or so, Tony will be back in town. I'm really excited. He's here from Wednesday until Monday, which is a very exciting thing for me. We're going to go to State Fair, and we have all these different things lined up, and I'm really excited that he's coming. I'm really falling for him. We've exchanged the I love yous, because he's that kind of guy. And, you know, I thought I had that with Tom, and for a while I really think I did have that really good connection with Tom, and he's always going to hold a very special place in my heart. But Tony, we get each other a little bit better, and I think being peers, being in the same age, has allowed us to bond really close, and it just feels right. It feels natural, and I think that's good. But I really do love the guy. I mean, he's awesome. And if you ever get a chance to meet him, or if you already have, I think you'll agree with me that he's awesome. I'm running out of time, so go ahead and look at my blog, because I have about 4 or 5 other topics that I didn't get a chance to talk to on here. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.